Hello, welcome to this practice of Nadi Shodana. This is the second stage or the second technique of Nadi Shodana. So if you haven't watched the first video where we went over kind of Nadi Shodana 101 and the preparatory practice, please go back to that and work with that for a couple of weeks before moving on to this one. So in this video, we're going to begin to control the length of the inhalation and the exhalation, and we're also going to move the flow of breath alternately through the nostrils, one breath at a time. So in the last video we did 5 breaths through the right, 5 breaths through the left, 5 breaths through both nostrils, resting the arm down. In this video we're going to be going through rounds just in one side, out the other, in one side, out the other. So there's a possibility that your right arm might start to fatigue. So I recommend having the arm hugging in quite close. If you need to, you can support the right arm with the left hand. But if you need to take a break, then take a break and join back in when you're ready. So we'll get started, just closing the eyes first, bringing your attention to yourself in this moment. Noticing how you're feeling. And noticing the movement of breath, maybe through the nostrils, maybe through the whole body. And as you take your next breath in, see if you can lengthen the top of your head up toward the ceiling a little more, creating some length in the spine, some space in the torso, and some more space for the lungs to expand. You might notice already the capacity to breathe more deeply becomes available. And in your own time, just begin to work with 3-part breathing. So there's a whole video on 3-part breathing. If you need to go back to that, please do. We're moving each breath in and out in one smooth breath from the belly to the ribs, up into the chest, and then all the way back out again from chest to ribs to belly. And at the end of the exhale, belly draws in gently. And this 3-part breathing will still serve as the foundation for our alternate nostril breathing practice. So moving into stage 2 of Nadi Shodana, bring your right hand, your first 2 fingers at the eyebrow center. We're first just going to work on getting used to the alternating of breath, blocking and releasing the nostrils, and then we'll add in the breath count. So breathing in through the left nostril. Block off the left nostril, release the thumb, exhale through the right. Now breathe in through the right. Breathe out through the left. That's 1 round. Inhale left side. Block left side, release the right. Exhale through the right side. Breathing in through the right side. Blocking right nostril, exhaling through left. 2 rounds, we'll just do 1 more. Breathing in left. Close off left and exhale right. Breathe in right. Breathe out left. So now with the count, breathe in left 4, 3, 2, 1, out right 4, 3, 2, 1, in right 4, 3, 2, 1, out left 4, 3, 2, 1, in left 4, 3, 2, 1, out right 4, 3, 2, 1, in right 4, 3, 2, 1, out left 4, 3, 2, 1, in left 4, 3, 2, 1. Out right, 4, 3, 2, 1. In right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out left, 4, 3, 2, 1. In left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out right, 4, 3, 2, 1. In right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out left, 4, 3, 2, 1. In left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out right, 4, 3, 2, 1. In right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out left, 4, 3, 2, 1. In left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out right, 4, 3, 2, 1. In right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue at your own count, breathing in through the left, out through the right, in through right, out through left, in left, out right, in right, out left, in left, out right, in right, out left. Take 3 more rounds on your own. When you finish your 3rd round, release your right hand. Breathe freely through both nostrils. And again, just take a moment to sit in the effects of Nadi Shodana. Notice how you feel. Noticing your moment-to-moment experience. So I would suggest you aim for 10 rounds of this alternate nostril breathing, working with a count of 4 to begin with. Although if you did find it challenging just now working with a breath count of 4, feel free to drop it down to a breath of 3. Definitely when learning new breathing techniques, simplify as much as you can and build progressively. So once you are comfortable with the 4 count ratio in and out, then we work to slowly and progressively extend the breath. So perhaps spend 4 days or 4 different practices with the breath count of 4, and then move to a breath count of 5. So that's 5 in and 5 out. And just continue in that way, staying with 5-5 for a few practices, move up to 6. When you're comfortable with that, move up to 7. When you're comfortable with that, move up to 8, and so on and so forth until you get to the point where you can comfortably perform Nadi Shodana with a 12-second or 12 count inhalation and a 12 count exhalation. Then after that, we drop back to a 5-5 count and just work on extending the length of the exhalation by 2. So each time you come to practice, you'll increase the inhalation length by 1 from 5 and the exhalation to a count of 2. So then, for example, first day would be inhale for 5, exhale for 7. And then next time you practice, you'd be inhale for 6, exhale for 8. And you do that all the way until you can get to an inhalation of 12 and an exhalation of 24. So this isn't supposed to happen quickly. This will not happen quickly. So it's really good because it teaches you to be patient, to be in the process and to trust the process. So this can take a year or longer to master. And because you're working with the tissues of the lungs, it's really important that you're not forcing yourself and being too goal-orientated. It's more about noticing where you are each time you come to practice and just working to increase your breathing capacity, your lung capacity, slowly and gradually over time. So I hope you enjoyed this practice. As you continue on your own, you're welcome to use the video. You might cut it off at this stage with all the yabbering afterwards, or after a while you might get confident enough to just do it on your own, 10 rounds, or just setting a timer for however long that you have available. So you don't strictly have to stick with 10 rounds every day. Do what you can when you can and progress as you naturally do. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me.